Welcome back, everyone, to the Sports Minorities Podcast, your home for not-so-expert analysis, plenty of shit talking, and a bunch of refreshed podcasters after our bye week. Nobody watched the Pro Bowl. I'm your host, JC, your resident Titans fan. And joining me this week, we got...
Newly refreshed 49ers fan. I still believe the football season's already over. Chicken Wing. Hi, guys.
What's up, Nori? Go Knicks.
Bob, go Lakers? Yeah, because, NFL.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody cares, Rob.
I don't know. Shut up.
Good evening, DJ here. Didn't know that there would ever come a time where I would want the Eagles to win anything, but this weekend I do want them to win something.
And here we
That's
are.
surprising. I don't.
I'm throwing up in my mouth now.
Yeah. Phil not joining us right now. I'll see if he'll jump in later. I don't know if he's out trying to teach their new head coach how to properly say Duval, because that was bad. So
Gross.
not that I personally care, but still, yeah. Today we'll recap the conference championships, which seems so long ago, being 2 weeks ago, and go through our bracket challenge standings and a lot of sporting news to discuss between NBA trades, NFL coaching hires, and potential rule changes. Yeah, and then we'll talk a bit about Super Bowl 59, guys. So, let's start though with our conference championship recap and put the bracket challenge on top of that. Nori went 2-0 on his conference championship picks. Rob and Chickwing 1-1. The rest of us went 0-2. And by virtue of Kansas City making it to the Super Bowl, Nori has clinched the bracket challenge championship.
I don't feel like a winner. Like I said, round one. I really, really, really hope I'm wrong.
Yeah. Nori currently
a little bit of
has
wonder.
72 points. Rob has 60. Chickwing 48. I've got 36. Phil's got 32, and DJ has 28. And the only one of us that can still get some additional points is Nori, and that would be if the Eagles win. So
I really hope you're wrong.
Yay.
I really hope you're wrong.
Yay.
Congrats, Nori. You get $20 from all of us. Your payment information, yada, 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 F you, whatever. So,
Yeah.
He said yada, 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 yada.
Yeah, F you, yada yada. Okay.
Yeah. This is kind of redemption a little bit because your picks did not go well this regular season for sure. So
Nope, they didn't.
yeah, but we'll start with you. Your thoughts on the conference championship games? I know this seemed like forever ago, but worth discussing. Any surprises? Any shocks? Did you have?
Not worth discussing. Oh, surprise! The Chiefs are.
Yeah.
Cool.
The Kansas City referees. Hell yes. Yay.
Well, Nora, the
Alright,
ball's in your
guys.
court first. What do you got?
Who's gonna win?
No. For the conference championship
No,
games.
conference champions. What do you feel?
Yeah.
All that jazz.
Conference championships or what? What are you talking about?
NFC
They were
and the
2
AFC
weeks ago.
championship from 2 weeks ago.
AFC. And
Washington, Philly, Buffalo, Kansas City.
what did you think about them?
Oh, when I think about that, I'm so. I thought we could do picks. I'm like, wait a minute.
No.
Did I miss something?
We're recapping
Yeah.
conference championship. Yeah.
No. I thought that it was a very winnable game for the Bills, and it happened like unfortunately they didn't want it to. It came down to a questionable fourth quarter play, and they left it in the hand of the refs, and they took it because that's what refs do.
Yeah.
So they threw. Josh Allen threw a flag. He heaved it right for a Hail Mary. They threw a flag just in case it was completed. Once it wasn't completed, all of a sudden the flag disappeared. Like, it's just kind of insulting at this point. So it's frustrating.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't love that. NFC Championship game went like I thought it would. I don't think anybody's beat the Eagles.
All right. Rob, your thoughts?
Yay, sports.
I agree.
Like, come on, man. It's the Chiefs and the Eagles. I'm probably boycotting the Super Bowl.
I feel like there's just not a lot of hype for at least normally there would be around this one. It's just-
Like I'd be happy
Agreed.
because it's about to be a three-peat, but it's the Chiefs and or the refs and like I don't even want to watch the game because like we already know the storyline. Like
But hey, Phil, there you are.
Yes.
Yes. I think you're back from giving your new head coach lessons on how to properly say Duval. So,
dude,
anyone else have any different opinions on the conference championship games themselves? You know, I mean, I figured Philly might win that one, was going to win that one, but I didn't think they were going to blow out Washington the way that they did. Considering that was like the third time they played this year, but on the Buffalo KC game, I feel like Josh Allen was just making some very uncharacteristic throws from the very beginning of the game. So, trying to do too much too soon, I guess. So,
It's amazing how, like, if those games had gone the other way, how excited I think most of the country would be for the Super Bowl.
if even one
Correct.
of them had gone the other way, yeah.
either one of those games goes the other way.
I mean,
I would have been happy to see. I would have been happy to see Washington
A rookie
I mean,
rookie quarterback in the Super Bowl. That's
Yes.
been this dynamic player this entire time. Like what?
like I think had both games gone the other way, like this would have been like the most talked about Super Bowl like ever. And this is not even like the day of the Super Bowl. Everybody's gonna be hyping up the stories. Like you have so many trailers coming out between
for sure.
Buffalo and Washington, but these
We've
two,
already seen
nah.
this fucking story. We've already
Yeah.
seen this.
We've
I've seen
already
this movie. I didn't like the ending back then. I don't like the ending now.
Nah. We don't know what the ending is. We don't even like it. It's just
Don't
the
like
sequel is bad. This is almost as bad as Final Fantasy 13 too. Okay, yeah, I said it. All right.
Wow.
That series needs
This
to burn.
guy.
Yeah. Could've
Sorry,
said something before that.
Someone had to say it though. Someone had to say it. No, you know what, JC, you're right. This is almost as bad as Cena Rock 2. Okay, I'm just saying.
Twice in a lifetime. Yeah. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, we'll talk a bit more about the Super Bowl later, about the matchup itself, and who we're rooting for, who we think's gonna win, all that fun stuff. So, but as mentioned, Nori's claimed victory in the bracket challenge. Congratulations, sir. On to a bit of sports news. Before we get into all the crazy NBA trades that went down, I think a few weeks ago we mentioned that the NCAA was considering a potential rule change to fake injuries on the field. And so there has been something being considered by the American Football Coach Association, looking at if a player goes down with an injury, they have to sit out the remainder of the possession instead of just one play. Obviously, if the team takes a timeout, they're allowed to get back in there. Exceptions could also be if a player is hurt by a hit that results in a penalty, like a targeting call or a defenseless player. They would be able to allow to stay back in. And another potential is if the player on offense or defense that goes down with an injury is the one that has the radio communication in their helmet from the sideline, they can re-enter after one play. So obviously this is being done to combat fake injuries. Teams are using that to slow down the tempo of a game or get an extra timeout, things like that. So guys, your thoughts on this, and is this something that could potentially expand to the NFL?
I'm all for it.
I think it's great. I
For
think it. Yeah, there's really no reason to not do this. I mean, outside of the fact that I'm sure people are going to say, "Oh, well, it's been this way this whole time. I'm old school, set in my ways, blah blah blah." But outside of that, there's no reason not to do it. There's too many instances where we see this. You got one guy who's ready and lined up and everything's fine, but then he gets a look from one of his coaches, or he looks around and makes a judgment call, and all of a sudden now he's hurt and just lays on the ground. But no, we got to get this training staff out there, check on him, make sure he's fine, and he's faking, and we know it. Cameras pick it up. We all see it. So yeah, I'm good with this. I think it's great.
I want to interrupt for some breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Josh Allen got MVP.
Sorry?
season
Josh-
MVP.
Yes.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Respect.
Saquon got Offensive Player of the Year. Kevin O'Connell, Coach of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Jared Verse. Comeback Player of the Year is Burrow. Let's see. Defensive Player of the Year is Patrick Surtain II.
Oh, okay.
Not
Rookie of
surprised.
the Year, Jaden Daniels. Probably the least surprising of everything so far.
Yep.
Assistant Coach of the Year, Ben Johnson.
Makes
And
sense.
that's it.
Did they announce Coach of the Year yet? I'm sorry, I didn't know if I heard
They
that.
did. Kevin
Coach of
O'Connell.
the Year is
O'Connell,
Vikings.
Vikings.
O'Connell.
Josh Allen wins his first MVP, NFL MVP award, guys.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that. It's kind of crazy.
Are you
Yeah,
doing
no.
the Lamar Jackson thing, or what are you thinking?
It's not the Lamar Jackson thing. He literally did better. He threw for only a little bit less yards and he had almost 1,000 rushing yards, which is somehow getting dismissed.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, Lamar Jackson threw for over 4,000 yards, and Josh Allen was at 3,700. Lamar Jackson has 41 passing touchdowns to Allen's 28.
Mhm.
He's got 915 rushing yards to Josh Allen's 531. Jackson's passer rating is better. So really, the only
Right.
thing that
I mean,
Josh
this is
Allen
crazy.
beats him out in is rushing TDs, but he also has more turnovers. So I'm confused. How do you beat somebody who's better than you?
Political. They want him to be a 3-time MVP. Very easy.
Yeah.
Which is why I hate when award ceremonies get political. It's insane.
Yeah, the votes went 27 to 23. They say it's the closest one since Matt Ryan beat out Brady in 16.
Huh.
Really?
The MVP award is just,
Interesting.
I don't know, it's a weird thing. Like, how do you just define most valuable, right? I mean, obviously, yeah, the Bills are probably not where they had this season if not Josh Allen was not around. Everyone kind of wrote them off when they lost all the receivers. You know, some of us said beginning of the podcast or beginning of the season, who the hell are they going to throw it to, right? So
In reality, if we were being objective, it should have been a co-MVP between Lamar Jackson and Saquon Barkley. Forget about the Eagles in the Super Bowl. They don't even make the playoffs without Barkley this year. He hard carried them. So
I can see that.
yeah,
running back's never going to win MVP. So Lamar outplayed Josh Allen. Josh Allen had a phenomenal year, but he wasn't more valuable to his team than Lamar was. So
yeah, and I know the votes for this are pretty much due when the regular season's over, so this doesn't take playoffs into account. But this is yet again another argument where they should do awards by position. You know,
Barkley is 30 yards away from the all-time single-season record for rushing, including the playoffs.
yeah,
I think if he breaks that record, then they would have given him MVP.
I think so too. I will say that, but I'm actually going to agree with Josh Allen winning it because I still stand by what I said at the beginning of the season. Who was he going to throw it to? Now I was wrong because he obviously hard carried the Bills into the playoffs. Yes, but Lamar Jackson had help. I mean,
Yeah, I agree with that.
what are you going to argue? Stats wise, Lamar Jackson was better because he had a supporting cast. I still
Much
don't think that Josh Allen has. Let me rephrase that. He has a talented team, yes, but on paper, the Ravens are significantly better by talent wise. So yes, I agree with Josh Allen winning that MVP this year.
So your thought is if Lamar's not on the Ravens or gets hurt, they're still in a pretty good position because of all the support they have, right?
In a way, because if Josh Allen would have went down, the Bills were done.
Yeah, I think we can all agree with that. So
That's fair.
But again, like I said, they need to change the way these awards are done. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Do it by
100%.
position. Who is the best quarterback? Who is the best running back?
100%.
Receiver,
I agree with that.
offensive line. That's where it needs to be. I mean, NHL does it. College football has awards for that. I think it would be it would mean more, because it's just weird to me that uh, what is it? Saquon gets Offensive Player of the Year. Patrick Surtain the second gets Defensive Player of the Year, but the MVP is Josh Allen. Like he wasn't even the best
Mhm.
offensive or defensive player.
That was just to please Bills fans. Again, it's political. Like
yeah,
objectively, if you look at the stats,
Yeah.
there's no comparison. You're not going to replace 4,000 yards passing, a better quarterback rating and 1,000 yards rushing with just anybody.
Yeah.
So we just got to accept that it's political. It is what it is.
That's definitely
Jay
something they need to revamp, though, for sure. Yeah.
Jay Daniels got 49 out of 50 first place votes.
I mean, who's the one?
Brock Bowers, Raiders tight end.
Oh,
I don't know who.
Get the fuck out.
Whoever voted
Look.
for him probably didn't vote Ichiro into the Hall of Fame either. So we might have found out the guy.
Bo Nix
Found
got Brian Thomas Jr. fourth and Neighbors fifth.
And all these voters should have to have their names in public, just like baseball. If they're voting, they should have their names public and who they voted for.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Yeah. All right. Well, back to the rule change. A way to combat fake injuries. Is this a good route to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do y'all think this is something the NFL seriously considers?
They should.
Yeah.
They should.
Yeah, they consider it. Absolutely consider it.
I really hope they
Do it.
the fourth down in the fourth quarter. Like if you instead of having no onside kick, but instead doing the fourth
15 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know they're probably going to keep the kickoff rule again. I think they pretty much confirmed that.
Yeah.
My only issue with I know it's supposed to be safer, get more kicks or whatever, but I think the only thing I don't like about it is it takes away the surprise onside kick. When a team is able to throw that out and kind of gamble, that's where it gets really good, and you kind of lose that element of the game. So that's just my only knock on that. But
I know thousands of people in Madden just cried
yeah,
when they took that away.
No more surprise onside kick. You got to declare. It kind of sucks. So yeah.
Also, other breaking news: Antonio Gates,
Oh, go ahead.
Jared Allen, Eric Allen, and Sterling Sharp were voted into the Hall of Fame. Smallest induction class in 20 years.
Wow.
Say it's nothing. It's nothing short of hilarious that Eli didn't make it.
Is this his first year of eligibility?
Mhm.
Oh,
And he should have. And most people were saying that he should have been first ballot because he should have.
Wow.
Yeah, I got to say, as much as I hate the Giants and hated Eli Manning when he had on Giants gear, I'm shocked that he didn't get in first ballot. He got 2 rings.
And only one to beat Brady.
And stop Brady.
It's like,
Exactly.
You beat Brady twice in the Super Bowl. Shouldn't you be getting just for that?
Exactly.
So yeah.
Stop
He's also one of
Brady
the-
for that.
He's also one of the most clutch quarterbacks, in the fourth quarter ever. He had that record for a long time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't remind me, Nori. A lot of those times it was against the Cowboys. I don't want to hear any more of this shit.
Has the
I don't wanna
first
hear-
win in AT&T Stadium, signed his name and everything.
I was like,
Oh my God, that was
Yeah.
legendary.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear shit either for what I'm going through. Okay, so
Okay.
Okay. All good.
Let's see. Oh, and the Bears owner, Virginia Hallis McCaskey, passed away today at the age of 102.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Wow. She had been owner of the team since she inherited it from her father in 1983. So, no word yet on how the ownership of the Bears will move from here. But sad day for Bears fans everywhere.
Facts.
Rest in peace. So, all right.
That was 112.
Say again.
Jerry Jones is the only one.
Well, apparently Jerry Jones is also making trades for the Mavericks, but we'll talk about that in a second. On the
Lord.
NFL front,
Damn.
a lot of coaching hires. Of the 7 head coach vacancies that have come about since the end, or this season and the end of the regular season, only 6 have been filled. Last time we had an episode here, Mike Vrabel had already been hired by the Patriots. Brian Schottenheimer hired as the head coach of the Cowboys. Liam Cohen hired as the head coach of the Jags after some back and forth with the Buccaneers. Pete Carroll is hired by the Raiders. Ben Johnson hired by the Bears and Aaron Glenn hired by the Jets. The Saints still have not yet filled their head coaching vacancy. But these hires affect a couple people on this podcast, so we're going to start with Phil. We had been talking about it a little bit last time with Liam Cohen, a little back and forth, and then I think you guys finally just hired an offensive coordinator today. So,
Yeah, we got Shane Waldron. I think he was with the Bears before,
Whoever that is.
which seems like a weird hire.
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
oh wait, I'm seeing because I'm correcting
Not
Grant Kuditsky. Yeah, that's who it is.
well, your thoughts on the hiring of the coach for the Jags, and how long before he says Duval correctly for you guys? Because that kind of
Oh.
That's important.
I mean, we had who was his face? Couldn't even say Jaguars. So that's not a big deal.
yeah.
But we can't get much worse. I mean,
I
I love it.
Yeah.
you're right.
Laughs and giants.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just glad that we got an OC as a head coach to hopefully build around Lawrence. That's really our only. I mean, we've got all our eggs in one basket, really, and hopefully it pans out.
Okay. DJ Schottenheimer.
Yes, sir.
Jerry Jones got himself another yes man. So how long do you think this lasts? So
I think it lasts as long as Schottenheimer's nose fits in his asshole. Yeah,
That's a long
That's how long I
time,
think-
man.
I think it is.
Mm.
I think it is. So, I there's no optimism, JC. At this point, if the Cowboys can manage 6 wins next year, I'll be impressed. But I don't have high hopes. I'm
They get
not
too
even
much
really
talent
paying.
not to get at least 9 wins. Honestly, talent alone. You guys
know-
were really
you know-
hurt this year. As much as it's fun to make fun of you, you guys were really
Yeah.
hurt this year.
Well, I'll give you that, and Cooper Rush is a backup, and he's a backup for a reason. So he did what he could. If when Dak is back healthy, we'll see what they can do next season. I just don't have high hopes for this. Now, maybe Jerry has some magic up his sleeve, and he's going to pull some people in, maybe get some veteran players here, use some of that capital he has. Oh no, wait, he doesn't have any of that because he gave it all to Dak and CD. Oh, okay. Well, best of luck. Best of luck to all Cowboys fans, including myself, and best of luck to Jerry Jones, so we can put together an 8-win season. Because he's really the coach. Schottenheimer's just there.
I forget who it was, but somebody theorized that he's just a placeholder for a year until Jerry can talk Belichick into coming back to the NFL.
Cam Newton.
That was
So-
Cam that said that? Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, good for Cam Newton, but I don't think he's right about that. Yeah, Cam Newton should focus more on the hats he decides to wear every single day. So I
Hey, man,
think
they're stylish, bro. I'm stopping.
relax,
Go ahead.
relax.
My
Relax.
bad.
Cam has his own unique style. Let him do his thing. God bless him. Unfortunately, he made a business decision when he had a chance to win the Super Bowl, and he chose not to dive on the ball. But I'll leave that alone. So
There we go.
it wouldn't be for Belichick. What I've been hearing is Schottenheimer is a placeholder for Jason Witten. That's what I've been hearing. So
You know what?
We'll see.
I did hear something about that because correct me if I'm wrong, Jerry wanted Witten on the coaching staff.
Mhm.
And that wasn't going to happen unless he can find a guy that can say, yes, put Witten on the coaching staff. Am I wrong in that? Okay.
No, you're not, because McCarthy was like, no, we're not doing that. I want to be here, and if I'm going to be here, I want XYZ length of contract extension, and we're not going to have my successor on my staff. So he and Jerry parted ways, but Schottenheimer was like, oh, yeah, great. I'm just happy to be here, basically. So that's what I heard.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. 8 wins. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm legit looking at y'all's opponents next year. Yeah, good luck with that.
All right.
Who knows, man? We'll see.
I think if you're healthy, like when Micah was healthy, if both of your corners are actually healthy, like you have too much talent. You have too much talent to be less than 8 wins, in my opinion.
Well, from the NFL to the NBA, again, I think Jerry Jones is somehow involved in the Dallas Mavericks GM position here because you know all that crazy trade shit that went down. But yeah, the last few days have been nuts when it comes to the trade deadline here. And the funny part is, it's pretty wild that back in January, apparently the Jazz traded got a first round pick. They gave up 3 first round picks for a first round pick for the Suns. I have no idea. It's just weird. But since February 1st, a lot of trades, but nothing has been more talked about than the 3-team trade on February 2nd between the Mavs, the Lakers, and the Jazz. The Mavs got Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first round pick for the Lakers. The Lakers got Luka Doncic, Max Kleber, and Markieff Morris. The Jazz get Jalen Hood, Shafino, and a couple of second-round picks from via Clippers in Dallas. So, obviously,
I'm not joking. If you try that trade in NBA 2K, it doesn't work.
Yeah, a lot of people have tried it.
It
gets rejected.
You have to override it. Yeah.
So it is wild to me. The Mavs basically trade away the future of their franchise to go all in for maybe the next 2 years? And hope it pans out?
JC,
yeah.
Just to correct what you said there. So the ownership of the Mavericks, he said 3 years, but carry on.
Let's not talk about their first half of their first game with this new all-in team.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
91
they got
points to
91
the Cavaliers.
points.
Yeah. This renewed focus on defense that the Mavs apparently have. Obviously, Anthony Davis wasn't on the court yet. I think he's hurt. But
what?
I don't know. Is he?
He's hurt?
Yeah, he's hurt.
What?
Yes.
Crazy.
Anthony
right?
Davis is hurt? I've never.
We can ask Rob about him being healthy, right? So.
Yeah, he's definitely.
But this has just been a complete shock. I'm sure this is not what Mark Cuban had in mind when he sold his controlling stake of the team, right? Obviously, this is something that would have never happened when Mark Cuban was the owner. But personally, as a Spurs fan, I am enjoying the suffering of Mavericks fans. I think it's hilarious how many of them are calling in to get refunds on their season tickets because of this trade as well.
I know people who are doing it. It's hilarious to me.
And while some of us here in San Antonio, some schools are having walkouts and protests peacefully about immigration policies, Mavericks fans are protesting about the trade itself and demonstrating in front of the arena. So.
I think my favorite ones are the coffins for Luka.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just wild.
You killed our franchise.
So there was several things I heard. One is they're owned by a group of people from Vegas who are trying to bring gambling to Dallas, which is not going to happen.
Not in Texas, nope.
Right. It's too conservative of a state. It's not happening. So now the theory is that they want to piss off their fans so much that they're just going to take the team to Vegas. So.
Oh my god.
And also, allegedly, Nico Harrison's wife was real thirsty for Luka.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Jason Kidd is just sitting there fuming.
Oh,
still fuming to this day.
There goes my player. There goes my team. There's my ownership.
Jesus, yeah, I know.
And the best part is that he was like, yeah, even Jason didn't know about this trade. Why are you sitting next to him? And I'm just like, bro.
The biggest clue that this needs to be investigated by the NBA is that he didn't call any other team. Why the Lakers?
Nope. If you would have made the announcement Luka's on the trading block, you're trying it, but they just called one team and then just got the Jazz involved to kind of sweeten the deal. Seriously?
I mean, technically, they talked to two teams.
Yeah, but they were dead set on getting Anthony Davis.
But Danny Ainge also is very shrewd. If he would have known that that's who he was helping, he wouldn't have done that trade. So there's a lot of sneaky shit that happened here.
Man, it'll be a 30 for 30 in a few years about this trade. I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, wait.
yeah.
Can't wait. Can we all just say that Jameis Winston is the best NFL reporter in Super Bowl week? Man. The world needs to protect that man at all costs. All right.
I don't know. We
Or
got to
just
see
let
when the
him-
Guillermo interview comes out on Jimmy Kimmel. See how that happens. For sure.
Or just let him rot, because,
An actual NFL reporter asked him, "Who do you love more, Taylor Swift or phantom 15-yard penalties?"
Oh,
And he to Travis Kelce, and Kelsey's like, "Oh, that's great. Next question." I was like, "Oh, damn. Even the reporters are having fun with this one."
yeah. More on trade deadline deals. 3-team trade between the Spurs, Kings, and Bulls. The Spurs get De'Aaron Fox, Jordan McLaughlin. The Kings get Zach LaVine, Sidi Casico, and a whole bunch of first-round and second-round picks. And the Bulls get Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Huerter, and a first-round pick. Crazy part is all these picks that were kind of traded away from San Antonio, they were ones that they had gotten from other teams in previous deals. So it's like the Spurs gave up barely anything to get De'Aaron Fox, which
That's true.
he has a couple years.
Who wants to be in San Antonio like that?
De'Aaron Fox, he was
Everybody.
public about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was vocal about it. He said, "This is the team I want to go to."
Yeah. Exactly.
made it happen.
Bro, like,
So
They were like, great, let's do it. And then it happened.
it's wow, and he had a hell of a first game too with the Spurs. So
Mm-hmm.
did y'all also see that the who is it? The Hawks are now like the worst team in the NBA, and like the Spurs have their pick for this year.
yep,
That's just okay.
yeah, I forget what deal or what player that involved with, but yeah, the Hawks are not the worst team, but they're down there, right?
They're down there. They're like pretty much bottom feeding, and like
Well,
they
they're
just
in the ninth seed
traded
right now, so they're still the play-in run right now. But yeah,
They're not going to be in very long. They just traded away, I think, one of their number 2 scorer behind like Trae Young, and then
yeah. Let's see here. Charlotte and Oklahoma City trade a couple of second-round picks. Dallas stayed more active. They get Caleb Martin from the Sixers for Quentin Grimes and a second-round pick. Pistons get KJ Martin and 2 second-round picks from the 76ers for cash. Let's see. The Celtics get a second-round pick from Houston for Jaden Springer and a second-round pick. Oklahoma City gets Dalen Thies from the Pelicans for cash. And the Kings also get, Jonas. Well, I can't say this last name.
the center guy.
Yeah, the center guy. And City Kasako, who they just got from the previous trade, turned around and just sent him to the Wizards and a couple second round picks that they got. The Knicks get Dylan Wright and cash for Chris Middleton and AJ Johnson at a first round pick swap. So, also that was a 3-team trade with the Bucks.
I thought the next
There we
didn't
go.
get
That's right. Kyle Kuzma, Patrick Baldwin Jr., Jericho Sims, and a second-round draft pick goes to
For
the Bucks.
Middleton.
Yeah, Middleton goes to the Wizards with AJ Johnson. The Knicks get Dylan Wright. Nora, your thoughts on that trade? It involves your Knicks.
Or now they're doing some Spurs shit. They're stockpiling European picks, which I like. So, because they don't. I've never thought I'd say this in my life. The Knicks don't need any roster changes. Like, we like a center, but Mitchell Robinson is going to be allegedly healthy, and when he comes back, he's our solid rim protector and defensive guy, and that's it. So, yeah, I like the trade. We're good.
Okay. Let me go back here to it. Let's see, where was I? Oh, God, there's so many of these. I'm just trying to get back on the line here.
Crazy.
It's been a wild trade deadline. Raptors get Brandon Ingram and send Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, and some picks to the Pelicans. Lakers and Hornets make a deal. Then the Jimmy Butler trade. Oh,
Yeah, I was
boy.
wondering when you were going to get there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams involved with this one. The Warriors get Jimmy Butler. The Heat get Kyle Anderson, Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, and a protected first-round pick. The Pistons get Dennis Schroeder and Lindy Waters III. The Jazz get KJ Martin and Josh Richardson. And the Raptors get PJ Tucker, a second-round pick in 2026 for the Lakers, and cash. I think the best video I've seen from this is Heat fans at a game sitting behind the Heat bench telling the Heat players about the trade as the news came out.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
this was wild. Obviously, the Jimmy Butler saga was heavily publicized in Miami. Suspended indefinitely after he just, couldn't get his fucking head on straight. Whining about this or that. Who knows? Hey, you're getting paid millions of dollars. Suck it up, asshole. But gets his wish, essentially, and gets traded to the Warriors.
Let this be a lesson, kids. If you quit on your team and whine and complain, you'll get what you want.
Yeah, please don't.
To be fair,
Please don't
to be fair,
Wishes do come true, evidently.
to be fair, Jimmy Butler had every reason to bitch and complain because they shouldn't have got to the NBA Finals twice, and they did.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what else he could have done for Miami. He wanted them to build a roster. They never built a roster.
Well, they're building it now. Would you argue Miami's better off now after this deal?
No. The Heat? No.
Okay.
No, how do you figure?
I mean, just stockpile a roster. They get a cancer out of their locker room for one thing. That was just such a distraction for the team. I mean, there's no guarantee Butler's going to fare much better with the Warriors.
I don't know,
Get a
man.
much better team, a better coach. I think he'll do significantly better. They're going to be great.
Yeah.
I mean, Emo Butler was pretty hot, though. Not gonna lie.
Oh, Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
All right.
My bad. Sorry.
No, Pat Riley is still on.
Which, by the way, Pat Riley, I'm sure is rooting for the Chiefs because he actually owns the trademark to the term three-peat.
Of course he does.
Yeah. So
Which he
Big
gave rights to use to the Chiefs. So
yeah, but I'm sure he gets a cut of any merchandise they sell that says.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Yeah,
Well, I'm sure.
There's no way that was free.
that is fucking genius trademarking that. More trade deals. The Wizards get Reggie Jackson, no, not the baseball player, and a first-round pick from the Sixers for Jared Butler and a whole bunch of second-round picks. The Heat turn around and get Davion Mitchell from the Raptors for PJ Tucker. I think that's involved with that same pick there. Let's see here.
PJ Tucker has played on like damn near every team.
It feels like.
Honestly, yeah.
Like,
I've seen him. Yeah, you're right.
damn near every team.
Hornets and Suns make a deal. Here we go. Hawks send DeAndre Hunter to the Cavaliers for Karis LeVert, George Niang, second-round picks, and 2 future pick swaps.
Mhm.
And then turn around and send Cody Zeller to the Rockets and a second-round pick for cash. Then they send Bogdanovich and 3 second-round picks for Terrence Mann and Bones Highland. Rob, you said it there. It looks like the Hawks are just tanking the season out.
They're just tanking. Like,
yeah.
what? No. Like,
It feels like Rob's upset about this. I'm like, why?
It sounds like it.
That's why he's upset. Yeah. So.
It's just weird because like you still have a team that has playoff potential, right? Like you're ninth in the East, which is already weak, like on the low end, and like
right there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
so like maybe you add a piece and you go for it, but like you're wasting Trae Young now. Like you should have just let him. If you were gonna tank this year, why didn't you just let him go?
How much time
And
does he have left on his
stockpile.
contract? I'm curious, Trae Young.
I will look at that.
Yeah.
I want to say he has 2 more years on his contract.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause if this doesn't pan out, he's as good as gone free agency. So.
I agree with that because he's been cooking over the last few weeks.
Yeah. Let's see. 3-team deal. Memphis gets Marvin Bagley, Johnny Davis, and some second-round picks. The Wizards get Colby Jones, Marcus Smart, Alex Len, and a first-round pick, and the Kings get Jake LaRavia. Clippers get Marjon Beauchamp from the Bucks for Kevin Porter Jr. And the Pacers get a future draft pick, top 55 protected from the Raptors for James Wiseman and cash. And that wraps up the trades that have happened since February 1st, guys. So
Insane.
And to answer your question, he has 2 more years after
Yeah.
this season.
after this season, okay.
I think his last year's a player option. I would want to say because there was all that talk about
Yes.
him being
Yes, you're right.
traded.
Player option.
Like there was all that talk about him being traded like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
when his initial contract was up, and I was like, okay,
Right, right.
well, maybe they're gonna build around him. And
Yeah. Speaking of
for a
player
little while
option,
there, it looked like
speaking of player
were.
option, going back to that Jimmy Butler deal, he's gonna not take his opt. He's gonna opt out of his current contract, and he's gonna sign a 2-year deal for I think it was like 121 million.
121.
Yeah.
That's correct.
So, who? This is hard to say, but who do you think benefited the most from this trade deadline, guys?
The NBA,
I mean,
the Lakers.
yeah.
The Western Conference.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much for the most part, right? So
Yeah.
Like a lot of the
I think-
trades were people coming from the East. Well, I can say a lot of the trades.
But a good portion
Yeah, I mean-
of them went
Yeah.
from the east to the
Well,
west.
still, I mean,
Like a lot of like the East Stars are heading west because we want more competition? Question mark.
yeah.
That's the goal.
I think at least
Quote,
on the
unquote.
Spurs side of things, I think this definitely pushes them into like the higher end of the play-in. Like right now, they're sitting 12th. They're like just outside of it, and they got a chance to really make some moves up there. The Suns weren't very active. The Kings, it looks like they're just going to kind of tank this out. We don't know about the Mavericks right now because Anthony Davis is hurt, right? You just
I don't know, but at this rate, the Mavericks.
Honestly, the Mavericks
They're
right
fine.
now are better. Right now. But
Yeah.
not long term. Long term is the problem. And
Yeah.
Nico literally said, well, I won't be here 10 years from now. Okay.
that's
okay.
exactly.
It's like, not my
You said
problem,
it-
basically, right? So
Not my
Pretty much.
problem.
Yeah.
That's something you want to hear from your long term GM, you know?
if this doesn't pan out, how long before he's fired?
3 years.
Yeah.
If they don't win this year, the title this year, yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
Good games.
That's a hell of a gamble for a team in the 8th.
No, like if
Yeah.
they don't make the playoffs this year, he's gone. Like,
I'll make the playoffs.
have
With all
you
those
seen-
secret
have you seen-
conversations that he's been having. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, we got this. We're good.
Have you
Okay.
seen the last 2 games they played? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I still
Yeah,
can't
I don't know.
remember
I don't know that Anthony Davis can fix like just him being on the court is going to fix their lack of defense. They just don't play it at all.
when a
So-
team puts up 91 in 30 minutes,
24 technically, but yeah.
24, yeah, 24 minutes.
Wild.
Mhm.
Gave up
Like-
144 that whole game.
I mean,
Like
that's-
the,
that's
announce-
good off
the
the gas.
announcers were saying in the third quarter, this player made a 3 to cut the deficit to 50.
I mean, to be
Wow.
fair, Luca wasn't exactly known for his defense either. You know,
Right.
so I can understand.
And he's
You
still-
wouldn't, but like you claim you're bringing AD into.
Yeah,
He has the
They were-
offense, but he has the offense to make up for it, and he's 270 pounds, running down the court with a cheeseburger, and still outplaying 98% of the league.
yeah, and let the man have a beer after he makes the finals. Come on, Finley.
That was so disrespectful.
Yeah.
That's what started it.
A lot of people are pinpointing that as the reason why. Yeah, so
Like in public, that was so embarrassing. You couldn't have talked to him afterwards, saying, "Hey, we have sponsors and this and that, whatever." Like, don't do that again.
Yeah, but they could have done the same thing
let-
that the
let
other
us-
two players do with like Gatorade, right? Like you could have just put it off to the side.
Yeah, so let the Serbian man drink his beer. Come on, he's celebrating. Jesus. All right, well, we'll definitely see how this season plays out. Although Steve Kerr had a proposal like, can't we just move the trade deadline to the All-Star break? Because he's just, which it could potentially be something they consider. Everyone seems to like a later trade deadline, but
Steve Kerr is
yeah. So
He's-
we'll see how the rest of this season goes. Obviously, right now the Cavs, Celtics, Knicks, top 3 seeds in the East. Thunder, Grizzlies, Rockets, top 3 in the West, and everything's just kind of falling around here. So I feel very happy, obviously, for the Spurs and the future of that franchise. So,
agreed.
and I feel very happy that the Mavericks are going to suck for the next few years, hopefully, and just go downhill. So,
I don't think they will. I think it's wishful thinking.
yeah,
Honestly.
well, I'm still wishing, I'm still hoping.
No, yeah, for sure. They're your division rival. I get it.
Yeah. But,
We don't want to lose them as rivals, right? Like
I mean,
If they take him to
There's-
Vegas,
okay.
like,
Well,
There's a thing
no, I don't
between-
want them to go to Vegas.
No, but
No.
it's the triangle, the little triangle of cities in Texas, right? San Antonio,
Mhm.
Houston, Dallas. If
Mhm.
you tell me which of those other two teams that I don't want to win, it's Dallas.
Agreed.
I mean, DJ, you live there. Mavs fans
Yeah, and I
fucking annoying. So
there seriously
If you-
not only that, it's you also got to think about this. I've been watching firsthand at the downward spiral of Mavericks Nation up here.
Yeah.
It's
so
it's
weird.
wonderful.
That you went to the NBA final. You would never think you went to the NBA finals last year.
Exactly.
that's the
Like, it's
shocking
crazy.
part. Yeah. So yeah.
Luka was leading scorer. He was second in MVP voting, and he led your team to the finals. So your response is, "I'm going to trade you
Fuck them.
to the."
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of you, so that way we can bring in Anthony Davis. Again, nothing against Anthony Davis
You're
outside of him
fucking
being hurt all
general
the time.
manager, and your wife is making a pass at Luca. You let fucking Luca, spread open your wife. You let it happen. If it means a goddamn championship, you sit there and you fucking watch. Like, what the fuck? dude?
Consider that the signing bonus. Yeah, that's the way I would look at it. So I mean,
That's crazy to me.
yeah.
It's
I
wild.
don't know. I'm looking forward to the Mavs going back to the way things were before Mark Cuban owned the team, and it was just horrible. And I'm here for it. So I always enjoyed it.
Yeah, Mark Cuban is devastated right now, but he can't do shit because he's a
gotta be
fucking minor.
yeah,
minority
he's
owner.
still
Can't do
devastated.
shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he's got Shark Tank. He's fine. So
Well,
All right.
yeah.
Facts.
sure, we'll pop in here once a month, every few weeks. I'm sure talk a little bit NBA throughout the season. I'm pretty sure Nori's going to definitely want to talk about if his Knicks make a deep run.
If they don't get to the Eastern Conference Finals, it's a failure.
Okay. I want to
What's
ask
a win?
this question to you. Is this the best chance the Knicks had to win a championship since the 99 season?
Better, yes.
Okay.
There's no Jordan to worry about. We could beat the Celtics. There's no team in the West that we can't beat. Like, there's several teams that can beat us, but there's nobody that, like, oh man, if we run up to them, we're gonna get swept. Like, no, like we're a very, very solid team.
All right. Cool. All right, guys. Super Bowl 59, the least hype we've ever been, I think, for a Super Bowl in recent memory. Kansas City and Philly. I know damn sure. I'm pretty sure. I would think DJ and Nori don't want Philly to win.
Oh, I want Philly to win. No, I'm sorry. No, you're right. I misheard you. You're absolutely right. I would rather. This is America. I don't want to hear that cheaters don't prevail. Yeah, they fucking do. Yes, they fucking do. And
America.
I'm rooting for them. Absolutely.
Aside from the division rival thing, I'm sure there's a little bit added that you just don't want the Eagles in there because of Saquon.
No, I like Saquon. Saquon's likable. It's the goddamn Eagles head coach.
Yeah.
He's one of the most
Yeah,
unlikable human beings. Yeah, DJ gets me. Like, he's like, dude, like they beat up like at the time the Bengals were so bad and they barely beat them. Like, oh, how do you like me now? Like, bro, all you did is just show up to work. Like, you have a team that's like loaded and ready to go. You acting like he like took like a subpar team like the Vikings to the promised land. Like, my dude, you just followed the instructions. That's all. Philly is locked and loaded on both sides of the ball. It's crazy.
Sirianni has a face that just begs to be punched.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
See?
No, absolutely.
Just-
Absolutely
I'm
agree.
telling you.
Face caved in. You punch it so hard. That is what I would like to see.
No, absolutely. And I'm very pro Italian too, whatever. But like, no, this guy is so fucking scummy.
I will say, as a Titans fan, I don't want the Eagles to win either. And this really stems from all the shit that AJ Brown said about the Titans after the trade. Look, dude, we brought you in the NFL, whatever. You didn't want to
We'll take
resign.
you out.
Yeah, we didn't want to resign. You didn't want to resign with us. Couldn't work out a deal. We did what any other team would have done, is just try to get something for. We're going to let you go in free agency. So he talked a bunch of shit. So yeah, I'm hoping he doesn't win a Super Bowl with the Eagles
Damn.
ever. So
Their corner talks a lot of shit too. Gardner Johnson, whatever.
ours,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean,
Oh my god, like, dude, if there's anybody who's just like a B student and shows up and gets an A on the group project and just keeps talking shit, it's fucking him. Like,
Yeah, I
he's
know.
good. He's a good corner.
He is.
The way he talks, surrounded by AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, a really good offensive line, Saquon Barkley, probably the defensive rookie of the year, Kenyon Mitchell. Like, because I'm sure DJ's as sick as I am as they found the best fucking defensive rookie.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
I'm sick. I'm generally sick.
Anybody else in this podcast not want the Eagles to win?
I don't want either team to win.
My vote goes for the meteor that I'm hoping for.
Max,
Like
I'm actually
it
with that right now.
the Superdome, end it all.
I don't want anybody dead though. That's the only thing.
No, it just stops the game. Like you can obviously see it coming. You have time to leave.
I'm just watching the Puppy Bowl.
That's fair.
Anybody excited for halftime?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
That's the best part. Easily will be the best part of the game.
Yeah.
Easily.
Because we already know the main song's gonna be "Not Like Us," right?
I mean, it better be.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
Greg's
care a
gonna
whole
get
lot
cooked
about
again.
this beef, but I hope he sings it even with the lawsuit supposedly pending or whatever like that. So I think that'd be great.
Oh, he'll do it. He'll
He'll do
absolutely
it.
do it.
I
do it.
really, for the love of God, can we just get Weird Al to do the halftime one time at the Super Bowl, please? That's my dream.
Yeah, not in our lifetime.
That's my dream, to have Weird Al perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. That's
Okay, well, JC, let me ask you a question.
yeah.
I'm not against you. I just want to know, what song does he lead with?
What song does he lead with?
Yeah.
White and Nerdy. It's got to be White and Nerdy.
Okay. Okay.
Start with
I just
that.
want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and then you got to finish with The Saga Begins. That's got to be it. So get the whole crowd singing.
I mean, Amish Paradise has to be in there too.
That for sure.
It has to be.
Yeah.
That's
With a
cool.
cameo by Coolio,
Facts.
which would be great. So
Well,
yeah.
too bad he's dead, but
Oh, that's
yeah.
true. God, I forget about that.
Hey, AI is a thing, all right?
You know what? You're right. You're right.
Holograms
AI
and everything
is
like
a
that.
thing.
Yeah, so.
I spoke out of you know what? You're right. I apologize.
God, these-
Uneducated scum.
all
I
the
am.
people that have passed in our lifetime.
I'm very stupid. I'm very sorry.
I think you're gonna do that. Like, just do the hologram thing. Like, just throw me the Super Bowl this year. Like Queen, Freddie Mercury.
I mean, right?
It's like, what the hell? We got Elvis this year.
Mm-hmm. Be wild if they were to pull that off. All right. Regarding the Super Bowl, it's Chiefs, it's Eagles. Casey's favored by 1. The over/under is 48.5. Nori, you picked the Eagles on the bracket challenge, but who do you want to win this one, and who do you think is going to win this one?
I want the Chiefs to win. I'd rather them three-peat than the Eagles have any kind of success.
Okay. Rob.
I want to see another three-peat ruin, so I'm going to go with the Eagles.
Now, are you asking me who we think will win or who we want to win?
Who do you
Want.
think and who you want? Let's do both. So
Okay, yeah,
you want
one
the Chiefs to win, but
Eagles.
who do you think?
I mean, I want the Chiefs to win.
Okay, but who do you think is going to win?
I'm very confident the Eagles are going to win.
Okay. Rob, you are saying Eagles. You thinking and
I-
or what?
I think the Eagles, and I want the Eagles to
Okay.
win. Yeah.
Chicken wing.
Fuck Kansas City.
Okay.
Both directions. Fuck them both.
You just
Okay.
that mad about
Wow.
last year? Is that what it is? So,
Oh.
golly.
Both directions. Okay.
A little bit, and I don't want them to have a three-peat, and I don't want them to have the same number of titles as all.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Well, based on what you just
That-
said, I want to
I'm-
see history made. I was a history major in college, after all. I would love
Go
for them
away.
to have as many titles as the Niners, just for Chicken Wing suffering part of it.
Go away.
Yeah, don't want the Eagles to
Right.
win this one. And I think they can win this one. I think they will this one. I think what the Chiefs have shown, at least you give them 2 weeks to prepare for a team, they're going to be ready.
Why are you like this?
Mhm.
You know,
Hmm,
and they're going to
That's
be
funny.
ready. They're going to find it's Batman with preparation. That's basically what Andy Reid is right now, Sue.
Oh, he's
Like it.
Batman.
Yeah. So,
That's very strong.
Um,
I like this.
and beside from Phil Jackson, no person has taken more Blackman to the promised land than Pat Riley, and he's going to make a whole lot of money off the three-peat merchandise. So let's see that happen. So yeah. Phil, what about you?
Fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah, there you
Thank
go.
you, sir. Thank you.
And I think Eagles are going to win, which means they probably won't.
Okay.
I like that.
And DJ.
So, Rob, what's the over/under on this meteor we were talking about?
Is that a Vegas prop bet? So,
Yeah. What are we looking at?
It's pretty far off, but yeah, it's
I think it's not till 2032 or something.
2030 something. So yeah.
Okay, so we can't use that.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them both. Let me get that out of the way.
There you go. There you go.
But I do think the Eagles are going to win. I just don't think that the Chiefs are going to have an answer for Saquon. He's been running roughshod for the whole damn season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they'll be able to stop him.
And they're too good to leave it. Like the refs won't. I don't even think they'll be much of a factor, especially if they have a lead on them. Like, yeah, that defense is just absolutely. Literally, the end of the game, the end of the season is the number one defense. Like, I don't think Kansas City has the actual talent. Even if there was no refs involved, I don't think they have the talent to beat them.
There's an over/under on the number of penalties called in the Chiefs' favor.
Fuck.
Oh,
What's the bet? What's the bet?
I believe it's like 7.
7 in their favor? Fucking over.
Mhm.
That's too easy.
Over?
Over. That's way too easy.
Now, there's speaking of officials, there's a little bit of additional history being made. If you guys remember last year, Terry Killens was the first person who played in a Super Bowl and then officiated in a Super Bowl last year. Yeah. He played for the Titans in Super Bowl 34, obviously where they lost to the Rams, and then he was able to be an official in the Super Bowl last year. This year, you guys ever heard the name Michael Morton?
Yeah.
Former Eagle.
He was actually on the Rams team that beat the Titans in Super Bowl 34. He was a linebacker.
Oh.
He will be the first official that has won a Super Bowl and will serve as an official in the Super Bowl this year. He's going to be, I believe, the umpire on the cruise.
He's umpire, right?
Yeah. So he's making history as the first person who's won a Super Bowl and then actually gets to officiate in the Super Bowl. And it's
That's
crazy
pretty
that
cool.
it's both tied to the same Super Bowl but opposite sides. It's pretty cool. So
I predict the Super Bowl has the lowest ratings in decades.
you know,
I don't think so
outside of
because
Philly and KC,
the
probably
Swifties alone. The Swifties alone are going to watch it.
Yeah.
That's true. They're just gonna.
Yeah, no.
Is there an over/under on Taylor Swift TV appearances? Camera shots.
That's
No, because I would still take the over.
Exactly. But
Whatever the number is, I'm taking the over.
Whatever, I'm taking the over. Just
Yep.
Over/under on bleeped out cuss words by Kendrick Lamar. Anybody caught that yet? So
I don't know if they're going to bleep it out either.
I don't think they bleep it.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I was going to say I don't know.
Fox,
I think they might just let it ride.
So,
As far as I know, the Super Bowl is not delayed, so I don't think they're going to beep it.
All right.
They know who they picked.
Yeah. So.
I mean, did they bleep anything out last? They didn't bleep anything last year.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think they just let it run.
Yeah.
Listen, you know what the song is. If your kids are in the room, you let them stay there. That's your problem, not ours.
Yeah. Just throw the parental advisory sticker on the screen for everybody. So.
We're
Exactly.
long past the time. I'm not saying you should be inappropriate on purpose, but we are many moons past the Super Bowl's a family event. Like, come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What? No
Yeah, ever
nip. No.
Ever since Janet Jackson accidentally had her nipple come out, that shit was over
And
with.
she's the only one who took heat for it, and not Justin Timberlake. And he never
Yeah.
apologized for it either.
So.
Nope.
Yeah, well. And by the way, did you guys know this? Who was the first president to attend a Super Bowl? Do you guys know this?
Abraham Lincoln, obviously.
Ford.
Ford?
Shit, I don't know. I don't know who it is, but that was fucking funny. That's what I know.
Apparently, it's going to happen this year. Supposedly, Donald Trump is going to become the first president to attend a Super Bowl. So,
I mean, obviously, there's nothing else to fix. He's already fixed the economy. You know, he's dealing with eggs perfectly, right? He's expanding Israel because that's what we're supposed to do. Yeah, no, he's doing his job already, so he has time for the Super Bowl, of course.
Bopper Jones.
What's up?
Over under on Taylor Swift is 6.5.
Over.
Over.
Easy.
Easy.
Over.
Easy.
Every time they
Easy.
show
Easy.
Kelsey on a replay, it's going to cut straight to her. So
Anytime.
Easy.
Yeah, anytime Travis Kelsey touches, looks at, sniffs a football, they're gonna cut to Taylor Swift.
Yeah. So for sure.
Yeah, dude, we'll have 6.5 in the first fucking quarter. Are you serious?
Yeah, is that like by quarter or
Full game. 6.5.
oh over? I
Yeah.
take
Yeah,
that.
easy.
Yeah, 100% over.
Easy.
I'm thinking like 40.
So these
For the whole
are
game.
these are official bets in FanDuel, and these are hilarious. Okay,
Okay.
so
let's hear this. I got to hear this.
All right.
Go for it.
so will Travis Kelsey propose after the Super Bowl?
Oh my god.
I think after they win, honestly, I think he does. I honestly think so.
Yes. Here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. Yes is the actual underdog. Yes is plus 750. No is minus 1500.
Oh,
I mean,
now I need the
Mhm.
Chiefs to win. So.
Maybe if he wins like offensive player of the game or some shit like that.
Yeah,
right.
That's fucking crazy.
No. If they win, he proposes because there's no way he's passing.
Yeah, they gotta win.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are great. Will Taylor wear a Kristen Juszczyk custom design at the Super Bowl?
What the fuck is that? I don't even know what that shit is, dude.
I don't even know either.
It's the
Okay,
same
so-
No, she wears
thing.
something from Ross or TJ Maxx. How about that? Yeah.
These are all just about Taylor Swift. These are great.
Oh,
Will Taylor
Mike,
wear the same
Mike,
outfit?
hold on, hold on,
Go ahead.
Hold the fuck on. You don't know about the Juszczyk shit? Juszczyk is your goddamn player.
I know.
That's
I
his
know
wife.
Juszczyk. I'm aware of who it is. I just don't know any shit that she does.
She makes custom jerseys. Come
Oh,
on, man,
okay.
get with it. I fuck
My
the
bad.
49ers, but I know this. Come on, man.
My bad.
Good job, Swifty.
Custom
We knew we'd
jerseys.
come
Thank you. Will Taylor wear the same outfit as Super Bowl 58? That's an obvious no.
No. She probably doesn't, though, so yeah.
There's too much money for that.
Yeah. We already did the broadcast. Okay. Will the MVP mention Taylor in their speech?
No.
No.
No. God, no.
That'd be crazy.
Will Andy Reid mention Taylor in his post-game speech?
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
think any player will mention Taylor Swift
No.
because they already know the heat they catch for that. So
Will they
Will
interview
Ta-
Taylor Swift? That was a good question, right?
Here's you're oh no, this is not close. Sorry. Will Taylor post on Instagram at the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Of course you
Yes
will.
or
Are you
no?
serious?
Yeah.
that's easy.
LeBron, guys, yay.
Mhm.
Fucking,
I mean, if the
That's
Chiefs
easy
win,
money.
which of the referees get MVP?
I wish.
Mike. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Will Taylor be shown on camera during the halftime show?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
No,
Yes.
I don't think so.
People gonna say, well, how come
Yeah.
she's not here? How come she wasn't picked?
Yeah.
Nah,
well, I'll
And then-
tell you why I think that. I'll tell you why
Go
I think that.
Go
So,
ahead.
not that anybody here watched the Grammys,
I did.
but during the Grammys, oh, you did?
Yeah, I watched
Okay.
a couple.
Well, during the Grammys, they actually put the camera on Taylor Swift while Kendrick Lamar was accepting his award, and she was
Mhm.
dancing. That's the reason why they put her on there. So I can't imagine they wouldn't do it again.
She does fuck with him. You're right. That's a good
I
point.
just watched the red carpet to see what Kanye wife was going to wear or not wear.
Oh
and
my-
that was it. So yeah.
And you were correct with the not wear.
Yeah.
There
you
was
were
a
definitely
whole lot
correct
of
with that.
nutwear there.
If that was anybody else, if that was like fucking like Tom Green wearing that shit, he would have got kicked out so goddamn quick.
You don't give Tom Green any ideas. You know he's going to try and pull that shit off. So
Hope he does.
You will.
Make a point
You
now.
heard it here first. You heard it
I
here
am him.
first.
I am him or Jack Black. I hope they come to that outfit
or
and
the
they wear
creators of
exact
South Park.
outfit.
Let's just get Matt Stone
Yeah.
and Trey Parker to pull that off. That'd be
All right, here's the best one. Here's the best one. After the first kickoff, who is
Yes.
shown first? Taylor Swift or Travis Kelsey?
Travis Kelsey.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
Travis
Swift,
Kelsey.
probably.
It's Taylor
After the
Swift.
first,
Only because
kickoff?
they're going to be like zooming right in on Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey.
I don't
sitting right
think
next
they're
to
going
him.
to show Travis Kelsey as much because last year they caught him screaming at Andy Reid. So
Yes.
I don't think they're going to do that again.
Yeah, we'll see.
These are great bets. I want to find more now. Sorry.
So
I'm sure they exist.
Oh, here's another one. Total time Taylor Swift is shown live. The over under right now is 26 and a half seconds.
over.
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 Yeah.
Mike,
definitely.
Mike, I thought you were going to say 26 and a half minutes, and I would have said, that's probably accurate.
It's probably accurate, yeah. But
Right
no,
about there.
26.5
Yeah, for
seconds.
sure.
That's over for sure.
I'm gonna laugh if they cut it right at 25 seconds.
Oh, could you imagine?
Is
Would
there
you
a
imagine?
prop bet on whether or not Jason Kelsey has his shirt off at some point during the game?
Hope so.
Yeah.
That's
He
actually
will.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will.
Like
He
as a
absolutely will
retired
do it.
Eagle, I find him very entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm looking right now, JC.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a prop bet for which jersey he wears.
He
Oh,
said Eagles
well.
for sure. He's gonna wear his Eagles. Like he's supporting the
what?
Birds. So,
Remember, his mom wore the split jersey.
yeah.
Yeah, she'll probably do that again.
No, because Jason's
No,
not playing, so he'll
because
probably just
Jason's
wear the
not
Chiefs.
playing, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be probably all Chiefs.
Yeah, Jason's gonna be all Birds. So yeah.
Oh, these are boring prop bets.
By the way, I will say this. I have enjoyed watching the clips of the local news channels from KC and Philly, both Fox affiliates, just reporting from Bourbon Street, drunk half the time. It's been great. That's been hilarious to watch. So if you get on TikTok or whatever, go try and find those clips. They're so funny. So you get this old dude from Philly just
I was
drinking.
in New Orleans this year when Philly beat the Saints. And I was down on the street, and man, there were so many fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can
Sounds
imagine
awesome.
what's this time around.
There's a
2020
prop bet. There's a prop bet for the Gatorade color.
Yes, I saw
Oh,
that.
always is. Yeah.
There's that one. 2025 national anthem under 120 and a half seconds.
Who's singing it this year?
I was going to say, I don't even know.
I will say this: if they're white, I'm taking the under. Just saying.
Right?
I'm just saying.
Hmm.
If they're white, I'm taking the under.
Is singing
Strategy.
the national anthem at the Super Bowl.
Let's see, they had a prop bet for a first song sang by Kendrick.
I mean, well, yeah, he may not start with Mike Like Us. He may end with that.
You're probably gonna end with that, yeah.
I think he ends with it.
They had
See,
knockoff
there's
as
John
the
no
first song.
Batiste
now.
is singing the national anthem. So
Who?
John Batiste.
Is that a white dude? I don't know.
No.
He's a singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist who appeared on the Stephen Colbert Show with his band Stay Human.
Oh, hell, he's.
That-
Oh,
That's
this
where I
dude.
remember him from.
Oh, taking over.
He's black.
I'm taking over. Yeah, I see his face. I know who he is. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
take you over.
I remember him from the Colbert Show. Yeah.
Definitely taking him over for sure.
Yep. All right.
It said over 120, right?
120 and a half.
Uh,
Yeah, that half second's gonna be crucial.
Yeah.
Be a bunch of riots in Bourbon Street if that hits that if that half second doesn't hit. I swear to
That
God.
motherfucker
If that doesn't hit, bro.
That better be on Bad Beats with freaking Scott Van Pelt, I swear. So.
Oh my god,
that,
bro.
that might be the one that I go for this year.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking riot. They're gonna
I'll be
lose
like,
their
well, when did you start to counter? Was it like right at that first? No, was
the first
it right?
beat hits. As soon as the first beat hits, that's where you gotta go. So.
Check that
Well,
shit again.
where do you cut it? Like, do you cut it on the start of his last note and like it's over, or like when you?
As soon as the mic goes down, he's done.
Well, now hold on a second. He's playing the piano, so he may be.
So what if he stops singing, but like the mic is still there? Like, do we count those extra half seconds?
Oh, it's one of those
Yeah,
mics next to his face. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what
I don't
if we count?
know.
Like,
Watch there be feedback right at the end or some shit.
Could you imagine? Oh my god, bro.
That fucking-
When the audience claps, when the well, I don't
Look,
know.
whatever you bet on in the Super Bowl, just have fun. Bet only what you can afford. Don't.
yeah, we don't support gambling here, guys.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
We don't.
Don't be an idiot and bet what you can't afford. Yeah.
For sure. I mean, shout out to the school district my wife works and my kids attend. We have the day off after this. They have the day off after the Super Bowl. Should be a
Nice.
nice holiday. I don't know.
That should be a national holiday.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just because the board goes to Vegas or something or what, but yeah. So.
Sure, the board goes to Vegas.
I'm not gonna watch the game, so I'll be right back to work.
So they give them that off every year, and hopefully that happens in the future for everybody. Another bit of news I forgot to mention earlier. The former translator for Shohei Ohtani, Ippei Mizuhara, sentenced to 57 months in prison for stealing $17 million from Shohei to repay his
He'll
gambling
be
debts.
he'll be fine. He's got $1 million tucked away somewhere.
On his books, bro. It's on his books. He'd be right.
Yeah. He has to pay $17 million back to Otani restitution and $1.1 million to the IRS. In addition to the 50
Oh, he has to give back the money he was obviously holding for Otani. That's cool.
Yeah, right. So
That's why Otani took such a light contract.
on
Yeah.
a semi-related
17 million
story,
went back.
there was an umpire in Major League Baseball who was fired after it was discovered that a betting account that he shares with somebody was being used to bet on baseball games. But there's no evidence that links him to actually making bets on baseball games. However,
It's
he did lose his
because
job.
the friend was a professional gambler.
Yeah.
Like,
Come on, guys. Yeah.
let's see. I have a friend that's an umpire.
Mm-hmm.
Let's use his account. What? Like,
Yeah, just be smart, guys. Come on. So
like,
I'm just,
guys.
I'm just really curious about this free agency.
we'll see what happens. So yeah.
A lot of notable names out there right now.
And to all the softball fans out there, happy opening day today for college softball. Already some wild catches, wild plays. And please, dear God, please don't let OU win another one. Fuck the Sooners. I'm tired of it. So, yeah. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us on this week's episode of the Sports Minorities Podcast. Super Bowl's upon us, and I just got to say, I'm just not as excited about it. But hoping the commercials are funny. Hoping the halftime performance is halfway decent. And, yeah, just whatever my numbers are, please just let them hit. I don't give a fuck about anything else. So, yeah, that's all I care about. Once again, I am JC, your resident Titans fan, still proudly holding on to the number 1 pick in the draft. Joining me, we got...
Yay, JC. Oh, sorry. Hi, guys. Bye, guys. Chicken wing. Y'all have a great night, great life, whatever. I'm out.
This is Nori. Very much go Knicks.
This is Rob and go Chelsea in the Premier League.
No, soccer. Yeah.
Yeah, because soccer's going on right now.
Man United, bitch. Fuck you.
That's okay. They're trash this year, anyways.
We can have one bad year. Sorry, guys.
Tell they're 13.
Um,
Sorry, but
yeah, this is DJ. I don't really have anything witty. Have a good night.
This is Phil. Go Brahmas.
Bill Brahms. There we go. There you go.
Hell yeah. Go Brahmas.
By the way, one final shout out and good luck to Peyton Manning and the rest of the group that he's with that is trying to get an expansion WNBA franchise in Nashville. They're looking to name it the Nashville Summit in honor of Pat Summit. So hopefully
wow.
So yeah. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us. Enjoy the Super Bowl, and we'll catch you later.
Thanks everyone once again for listening to the Sports Minorities Podcast. We do appreciate it. If you want to keep the conversation going, we're on Twitter at Sports Minor Pod and also on Facebook at Sports Minorities. Our YouTube channel, Sports Minorities, search on there. We live stream every now and then, just some random stuff. And you can also reach us via email, sports.minorities@gmail.com. We do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to us, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Oh, I was late. I totally forgot there was still football going on.
I know. Me too.
Just trying to come
Understandable.
back after that bye week we had, you know. Yeah.
I was reminded by the thing today from JC. Oh, here's our agenda. What? There's football since when? Oh, yes.
One more
There
game.
is Super.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I guess.